All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, to belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you. Hopefully, elect Shalom unto you. Your brother Shaqua with another video. And I'm going to start with a couple clips. So, fair use, fair use, fair use. It's not for monetary gain or value. It's non-profit. It's for educational, and for some of you, entertainment. But this is not a game. This is real, okay? And it's about the MOTB and its image. All right. So without further ado, I'll play the clips.
Check this out.
What happened?
And look, it's become commonplace.
This all leads.
Okay, as he's about to say, but this has become commonplace. All right, and you look at the name of this Jake. It's at Mark the Messenger. All right, and it's the return of the Nephilim, and all of this. So you gotta take Jake. with a you gotta chew the meat and spit out the bones with Jake. But the point I want to make is that it's becoming commonplace that this is out here. So when Jake takes this, I'm not saying he will or he's of the elect or not, but when our people take this, there will be no excuse that they didn't know. Okay? They will be without excuse when they get judged for the MOTB. There will be no excuse for not taking heed to what the prophets told them. All right? Warning them about. All right? Because now the work has been put in so heavily, it being an MOTB, that there's no excuse. So watch what he say.
Mark of the beast, bro. Check this out. This is all psychological programming, preparing you
Scan
to take
ID
the mark.
here.
Look what he has to do.
And eventually it'll be your hand. Something to that effect that you'll have to scan. All right, but he gonna show it.
This is my first time ever doing this. Select what door you want. Oh my God. 6. Go number 6. Oh, you win $1,000. I'm not going.
Change the game.
Now I go. You won't be able to buy or sell. It's coming.
Okay. And he's absolutely right. It is coming. It's all been set up. Now I have another video. Let me see if I can grab it. That ties right into this as well. And we know this should, we all should know the scriptures and the precepts. We've been breaking this down for years now, from Revelation the 13th chapter. All right, 15, 16, 17, 18 verses. All right. We'll watch this. Now, as I thought this through as I was grabbing this video, I don't think I'm actually going to play it. All right, but I will try to put the link in the description. But the title, this is by CBN News. Okay. It says, America has become a surveillance prison. And when I watched that, I was like, that's actually pretty good. I just seen it a couple days ago. And it says Christian News. Right. It says, many of us are under surveillance at this very moment. No warrants are needed and no laws are broken. The most obvious culprit is all the cameras, and America has many surveillance cameras per person as communist China. Right? Police departments in America's largest cities, from New York to LA, are combining these cameras with facial recognition technology to track everyone. Okay, you're also giving away your personal information about where you are, what you like, even about your mental health without even realizing it. Every click, purchase, and like is harvested and sold for profit to data brokers, feeding a growing digital advertising market that is close to $1 trillion in value. Even your car tire sensors allow you to be tracked. And so it was a pretty good article here. Okay. And it's about 13 minutes or so, something like that. but it was really, I thought it was very interesting. Actually, it's only 5 minutes. That was something else, but yeah. So this is pretty good. I'll try to put the link in the description to this. Check it out. But when you see movies like Demolition Man and I'm trying to think of some of the other movies, I, Robot, you start putting this whole technocracy, okay, which is the image of the beast. Okay, and when you go into these words and with that charagma, which I'll do that real quick before I close out. But when you start putting together this image of the beast, it's a way of life. Where this is that was the other movie, the first one particularly, but even the second one. But the first um, Total Recall was Schwarzenegger. Okay, they had all the scanners, they had facial recognition, they had trackers. He had a C-hip inside of him. It was in his nose. I remember that was always a comedic scene to me. Pulling it in, bloop, it pops out his nose and all of that. His nose don't rip or none of that. He just pulls it through his nose, and it was in his brain or something. Pull it up there till you hear a crunch, and all this other stuff going on. Okay. But when you see how, and it was about radicals underground, and Demolition Man was very similar. Okay, where they had the Edgar Friendly and them underground. I talk about these movies all the time because this is almost a foreshadowing on the left hand side, almost a left hand prophecy. Okay, of what this image is of the beast system, which the beast is this the rebirth of the Roman Empire, and the rebirth of the Roman Empire, that fourth beast that Daniel spoke of. Okay. So this ran by Edomites. So this is that last kingdom that has to go down. That stone will break it down. Your house will show up and take this kingdom down for us. So let me get this in Revelation just to go into these different words. I'll get the blue letter and then I'll close. And when I remember to put the link in the description. But check this video out. The name is all right there. All right. Revelation 13 verse 16, straight to the point. Just want to get into these words, right? I'll read 16. It says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? That no man might buy or sell. And you saw the man he couldn't even go get what he wanted out the cooler without identifying himself, right? And at this point, it was with his ID, but in the future, it'll be within you, right? And I'll get that in the word mark. It says, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And it doesn't matter which one I get. It's in the 17th chapter. I'll use that one. All right. Can't buy or sell. The charagma. Okay, 5480. All right. And we go into the stamp and imprinted mark. Okay. Of a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. All right. A thing carved, scripture, graven work. Now, when you go into it, here's the next word. Karax. All right, which is pales or stake or palisade. Pale between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. All right, basically a stake. And the stake you're supposed to, let me get the definition, see if it shows you. All right, stake definition, right? It says a strong wooden or metal post with a point at one end driven into the ground to support a tree, form part of a fence, act as a boundary mark, etc. Post, stick, spike. Okay. Thin pointed piece of metal, wood, or another rigid material. All right. Paling. A fence made from pointed wood or metal stakes, right? Pale. Impale, right? That was one of the words used. Palisade. Okay, of a fence or stakes or iron railings fixed in the ground, forming enclosed or defense. So you gotta fix it into something. Metal workers. Let's see if there's any more. In these, prop up, tie up, tether, stick, stake, stocker, right? Stick 2 says, that's that stake. business situation system, horse race, that prize money. All right, so it's the first one. All right. So it's the stake 1, right? So we see that picket. Okay, appointed wooden stake driven into the ground, typically to form a fence or palisade or to tether a horse, right? So you pretty much stake something into the ground. And even back in the day, they would say stake your claim. Basically, you have to have it driven into the earth with your name of your claim on it to say that you own that part of the land. That's how they really said that people own certain lands here in America. He saw something else, right? But watch when I go back. So we know it's something, or a trench even, but we know it's something that's stuck into something. Okay, palisade, right? We know that rampart. We know that, right? But when you go to this, Karax, right, then you go to graphos, or grapho, right, to write with reference to the form of letters, to delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment paper, or other material, to write. Okay, what are they writing? All your information. Okay, they're putting all your information, how much money, your credit history, your social credit score, which will be coming. You know, they'll have all the things with what you buy, sell, everything. They'll have everything on this mark. Okay, and this just keeps getting deeper and deeper into the root, right? To write to one by writing in a written epistle to give information, directions. Okay, and how are you already giving them all of this with your internet searches? Okay, like he said, even the tire sensors tell you how fast you go. They even have these apps with your car insurance that if you put it in and your phone is in there, it'll mark how fast you're going. And if you're going too fast, it'll warn you to slow down. Okay, or your rate can go up. Or if you drive carefully and slowly, no abrupt braking or anything like that, it brings your insurance rates down. If you show a trend of continuing to do that. All right. And so this is just something that to fill with writing. Okay, so compose. This is what they're doing. And your IP address is part of it, all of this stuff. All right, so I just want to go into that. But when you watch that surveillance video, very edifying. Okay, so let me see here. Just to show you, they show you all the data right there. Okay, and this. He's talking a lot about it. See, they're talking about what the internet brokers. They're talking about stuff. All right, under surveillance. All right. So going on and on. So check it out. Very, very good. I actually had a friend that he got pulled over, and the cop told him, "Hey man, you got these certain things on your under your name." He was like, "Yeah, you have what are you telling me? You had a restraining order, an extended restraining order." He was like, "What? I didn't know that." He was like, "Yeah, man, I want to get that checked out." You know, and I was like, it just shows you how much this information is able to be moved across this internet and everything else, and it's just connecting to the system. So the system is all set up, and they'll probably put the final pieces together with AI so they can thoroughly run. And if you look at movies like The Matrix, and they will say things like run a program through the Matrix to search for the Oracle or whoever it was. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, to see if you see where the Oracle's at or something like that. And they do that, and who do you think is doing that? It's AI doing that. Okay, so this is all part of that image of the beast that's being set up running through the internet, and it'll find your identity through the internet or the metaverse, if you will, and and be able to connect to your IP address and find where you're at. Why do you think people are already trying to do these scams, like in the movie The Beekeeper, where they'll bounce you and cell phone trace you, but it bounces off of ping you way over in China, then it'll ping you way over in South America, then it'll ping you back in America, then it'll ping you back to Europe, and it'll ping you back, and then they don't know where the signal actually came from. Okay, the hackers I'm talking about that would do things like that, because this is the system that's being set up. I've even watched Forensic Files, one of those crime shows where people wouldn't got busted for crimes that they were pretty much got away with, but their phone rang. When they were in the area of the crime, linking them to the area of the crime within, the area of the crime where they made a phone call within this certain area. So this is how the system is being set up, and this is what's going on. So anyway, check the video out. Lord willing, it's edifying. Until the next one, give it all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rachakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.